Hey Cat Gangers, DEVA here with another exciting video. Our topic today is latent power and how it became viable, if not overpowered, for some weapons like the dual blades on casual hunting after the Safi DEVA meta. This is actually so game breaking that it changes absolutely everything, and I will help you understand why so if you watch the whole video. If we get 1000 likes on this video, I will make a cat review on the next one, so be sure to slap with your little pose the like button. Let's have first a look on what it does and why it wasn't viable. It says temporarily increases affinity and reduces stamina depletion when certain conditions are met. Those conditions are either 5 minutes past the fight or if you take 180 damage. That's 2 full HP bars. This already makes it a really bad skill because of its inconsistency. You mostly don't want to take damage on purpose, and if you wait 5 minutes for it to activate, the monsters are mostly dead, unless it was some exceptions like Arc-Tempered Lunastra or Valhazak, where you just take environmental damage and could activate it really easy. And it doesn't even stay forever, it lasted for only 90 seconds. So why will someone use this when you could just have a much cheaper skill called Weakness Exploit? But things have changed now. We have the new Safi DEVA armor, which will damage you every time you attack. This means you're forcing it to activate by attacking the monster. For dual blades it takes about 5.5 blade dances to activate. If you have Rocksteady on, you don't want to dodge attacks but just take the damage, and so you activate latent power even faster. It mostly takes you about 10 seconds like that. Anyways, with health regeneration and Safi's healing you're kind of immortal, because health regeneration nullifies the effect of you losing health, and then you basically get a free 50 health healing at the end. Not only that you will have 100% crit chance anywhere, but also 50% stamina reduction, which is godsend on dual blades if you have no dash juices, because it's all about stamina management. This doesn't mean that you don't have to tenderize anymore. Tenderizing didn't benefit only for getting weakness exploit affinity, but immensely increases the damage that you're dealing on a part, and also turns every part into a weak spot. This is a reason why me and the majority of the people are so disgusted by this mechanic in Iceborne. It forces you to play the game in a way that you don't want to or wasn't used to. So instead of them actually adding variety on gameplay, which was their idea, they limited you very hard with a must use or else deal no damage mechanic, which is very ironic, and here completely ignoring the fact that it doesn't even work, neither gets you on the parts you want most of the time. So at least if you add a completely useless mechanic that no one asked for, and then it doesn't even work most of the time, that's just sad. So on casual hunting and multiplayer hunts, you usually don't script the fights, or monsters will of course not face you all the time, which makes it hard to hit the head. So latent power will allow you to crit anywhere, which is a huge average damage increase. I'm going to show you the best possible build for dual blades to deal the highest damage, but as well fitting latent power in and having that 100% crit chance wherever you hit. And just to clarify again, this is the best build for casual hunting. If you want to speedrun or are an experienced player and can hit 100% of the time the weak spots very easy, you still want to go with full crit element and weakness exploit. Basically the builds that I posted last week. However, the damage difference is really small, and so this build will benefit you more if you aren't a high class player or aren't doing scripted fights, which is basically always when you join a multiplayer hunt. I made the best possible combination version and a low budget for the people without level 4 decorations. So we have the skill Protective Polish and Item Prolonger to maintain our sharpness for about 5 minutes in combination with a huge chunk of white sharpness. 100% crit chance anywhere, where 50 comes from latent power, 20% and 80 element from Safi's set skill, 25% from crit eye, and the last 5% are on the weapon. Crit boost level 3 will apply now on every single of your hits, increasing your crit draw damage from 125% to 140%. We also do have the skill crit element, which increases your elemental crit damage by 35% compared to the 55% that true crit element gives you. But we have the 80 extra element from Safi's armor, so it also comes really close to the damage. especially if you fight monsters that give you easy blights and you can manually trigger the skill's coalescence. then there is really just a difference of about 1% damage even on optimal gameplay. And this makes it better for comfort because you can fit in 2 health boosts, have double health regeneration, but as well won't lose as much damage as if you would with True Crit Element if you miss a weak spot. And this is what makes it definitely the best option for casual hunting. We also have 1 level of flinchery, which is enough to not get flinched. Upgrades will be 2 element and 1 health regeneration, and for upgrades you go full element of course. You can apply this build to any element by just changing the charms and 1 jewel, or even apply it on other weapons like shield and sword or any other elemental weapons that share the same skills as dual blades. Here is a low budget build, all we lost is coalescence and 1 health boost, so almost no difference at all. If you miss some latent power jewels, just replace them with tenderizer. I'm so excited about this because it opens so many new doors on build variety without to do any lack of damage. And for example, if you were using a weakness exploit and missing weak spots, you will be dealing far less damage than this build. Hope you all enjoyed this video on the build, and if so, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you want to see next from me, or if you want to see other creative builds like this. Don't forget to sub and turn that bell on so you don't miss any future videos of me. With that said, I wish you all a nice day and happy hunting, guys. Don't forget to join Cat Gang.